Morning, everyone. Good morning. Are we ready? Ready for a big weekend at OWCS. We're hitting seeding tournament, last chance qualifier in Korea, and then we're hitting the final week of regular season in EMEA and North America later. Thank you, Hadouken King, for the raid. I hope you're all good, man. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Morning. Bright and early. We get the background music on. There we go. Courtesy of OWCS Esports. Oh. Alright. So, I think an interesting weekend, obviously. Oh, thank you, Kuma.
I am now part of a very exclusive club. What do I get?
You get an endorsement level 6 badge. An exclusive one. Only for the most loyal. Hi, Viper. Hi, Carrot. Hi, Fovi. Hey, Artemis. Popple. Carrot. Alright. So, probably a lot to talk about. A lot to learn today. I feel like today, actually, on the stream, we're going to be doing a lot of learning. Both in terms of seeing what perks people are using. Also, remembering what all of the perks do. is going to be... it's going to be up there. Hey, Cuba. Hey, Red Eyes. Hey, Skylar. Do you have any insight on what we see teams... so, I watched a little bit of scrims this week. I think what we're going to get is... I don't think the meta's shifted massively. I think some things feel a bit better. Oh, thank you, Viper. 2 gifted as well. Congratulations. Also, that's the... we've got the... I should put a command for it, really. That gives you the Tracer skin, right? The Rainy Day Tracer, if I'm not mistaken. I think the way I probably like describe it, or the most concise way, is I feel like it feels more like a patch change rather than anything dramatic. In terms of most people are still running the same sorts of comps. Maybe some heroes are getting a little bit more popular, like Genji or Torb, quite popular. Maybe Pharah really strong as well. There's a rumor Korea are doing a lot of Pharah. Obviously, when you get to the Pharah level 3 perk, you get the sort of a concussive implosion. Hold on. I think that's the actual name. Oh, yes, it is. Yes. All right, 1 for 1. Concussive implosion, which basically works like a pull. And if you remember back in Overwatch 1, we had lots of metas that were really designed a lot around Orissa's pull. So having Pharah be able to do that, I think the timing's a little bit harder to get in an Orisa pull, but because you can't manually trigger it like you could with Orisa pull back in the day. But I think it's still very effective. Morning, Hadidas. How worth do you think it is most of the time for a lot of these heroes that don't get good until level 3? I think the hero still has to be effective. Like, I think what you should expect is, meta-wise, the heroes that are good on the maps. Thank you, Pix FPS, for the tier 1. The heroes that are good on the maps are still good on the maps, right? Like, I think Blizzard have actually done a really good job of making it so the perks, they improve all the heroes, but they don't change the hero's identity, right? So on maps where Pharah's good, Pharah's still good. On maps where Winston's good, Winston is still good, you know? You know, it's not suddenly like, oh yeah, now I can play Malga on Dorado, or now I can play Malga on Gibraltar. You're still picking the heroes that are good on the maps. You'll still see teams picking heroes that are good for their players. But what you'll see is there'll probably just be a little bit more of some heroes than others, more than anything else. Are those real plants? Yeah, these are... My fiance got me some flowers because it was our anniversary the other day. So, these are a present. I've got 2 plants in this room. I've also got this one, which I've kept alive for a while. It's still alive. It's a succulent, so it's hard to kill. That's part of the reason I got it. Can't Zarya play give first point with a rocket jump? She won't get it though, right? When does she get it? It's, yeah, you won't get it until, like, partway through first point. Like, halfway through, so I don't know if it's really worth it. I think you'll still see people leaning into D.Va and Winston, those type of places. Maybe Hazard a bit still. Yeah, also the real medic, yeah. Morning, GIF. Whoa, thank you, Pineapple. Appreciate the 2 gifts. Getting yourself as well for Rainy Day Tracer skin. Everyone keen for the Rainy Day Tracer. Well, I've got a sandwich to finish as well. I should do my pick'ems before I forget as well. Tracer's your main. I mean, it's actually a pretty good skin. It's a pretty good skin. I got a sausage bagel for breakfast this morning. I did hear about the TF2 SDK update. Quite exciting. Interested to see what people are going to create from it. The TF2 community always been very, I guess, creative. For lack of a better word. I was trying to think of a better word, but you know how it is. But yeah, TF2 community always been very creative in terms of maps, modes, everything they've added to the game. Valve obviously rewarded a lot of that as well. Thoughts on who are you? I mean, he's still the GOAT on Genji. I think Genji's also a hero that's benefited quite a bit from the perks as well. So I think a great chance for Huyu to keep running a lot of this Genji, and I think we'll see him do pretty well off the back of it. Obviously, his games are all really difficult now, right? The games are all really difficult now because he's in the seeding tournament against all the other top teams. So, not easy games, but you know. Oh, thank you, Dispel.
Aloha, Commander. Hope your day is going well.
It is. Yeah, I'm excited for today. Chance to see all the perks, chance to learn everything. Am I going back to pro play? No. You want to look at the code? Yeah, I mean, TF2 for me is still, I mean, it's kind of the game I grew up playing, I guess. So it's like always going to have a special place. But I think even when I played it like more recently, like in the last year or so, I mean, it still holds up in terms of gameplay, I really think. Alright, should we do my pick'ems before I forget? Yeah, I am telling you I played TF2. Alright, we'll get out of the background and let's do our pick'ems. I'm a little bit too warm as well. Wait, hold on. I need to change top, maybe? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, I had like 2 layers on. We're down to 1 layer. It's warming up again. Oh. That does sound like Unter. Alright. Morning, Mo. Alright, so we're on a hot streak. Really hard to deny we're on a hot streak at this point, but they're not beating Crazy Raccoon. Come on. Come on. Falcons v Zeta. I think Falcons are going to continue to struggle. I don't think the perks shift nap. FTG versus T1. That's also today. Oh wait, no, that's the first game tomorrow. Is that one also? I thought it was 2 seeding games today. Oh, they're just in a different order. Oh, okay, they're just in a different order. That's why I'm getting confused. Probably just T1 again, I think. I kind of bet on FTG last time, turning it into a dogfight and winning, but seems like that wasn't true last time, so I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna play it safe this time. Zeta versus Wei. Zeta scrape over the line, I reckon. This one, I think, still 3-1. It's hard to see if you games really being 3-0 in this seeding tournament too often. New Era versus Pokerface. I'm actually a Pokerface believer. I think Pokerface have had really good bans. I think they've been quite smart with how they approach all these different series. So I'm actually predicting that. I guess people would probably regard it as an upset, right? Because New Era finished above. But yeah, upset. Wei versus Falcons. Can they do it again? I actually think they don't do it again. Falcons believer, then Crazy Raccoon Zeta. I think this is a 3-1 as well. Alright, lock it in. I don't think there's only 2 bold predictions there. Maybe Wei not upsetting anyone. I don't know. I think Wei are good. I think the way they play is really fun, really exciting, but I'm tempted. I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to fall too much into, but to buy too much into the hype, you know? I think they'll be good, but I don't think they'll be like, game breaking. All right, it's the FTG T1 one first, right? So I'll get my predictions up for you as well. From the gamer at T1. 30 minutes. Go! There we go. You thinking we're going to get the up team Falcons? Yeah, I mean, the problem with Falcons maybe doing badly is I feel like Falcons always start slow. I feel like they always start slow, and then they always recover, and then they always end up being pretty good. And I think Zeta Division haven't looked lights out either, right? If we go back to this regular season, and I look at... What's the easiest? Maybe we just look at Eternal Duplicates, and let's look at Zeta Division, right? It's like... lots of the teams they beat comfortably. FTG was ropey, T1 was ropey, and then they lose to Crazy Raccoon, they lose to Falcons, you know. So this isn't a crazily impressive regular season from Zeta Division either. I think they suffer a little bit in the same way Falcons do, in that ball is really strong if you've got a good ball player, and they're not one of the teams to have a really strong ball player. And I don't think the perks are going to shift that too much, really. I think if anything, like, if some of the rumors are to be believed and that Korea is leaning into a lot of Farah and everything like this, the team that really benefits the most is Crazy Raccoon. Let's see it. FTG versus T1. Alright, title updated as well. Beautiful. So we'll wait and see, obviously. You never know. There is like there's always an element when there's like a big new update or something that the team that adapts quickest will be the one that'll be most successful. But I don't know if the perks are gonna. I don't think that maybe is game changing. When I saw some people talking on Reddit, in my Discord, on Twitter, it feels like there's maybe an element where I feel like people are overestimating them. I think we're gonna see it change the game. We're gonna see stuff like that, but I don't think we're in a situation where it's like the game's completely different than it was last week. You know, teams' power levels aren't going to shift from bottom to top or anything like that. That was way too big a bite. Hold on. It was a really big bite. Yeah, perks are live for this chat. Yeah, we're gonna see it in full display. Prez on Violet going Kiri. Again, I still think like it'll happen. And Kiri's perks, especially the double TP one, super strong, super useful. But I still think we're gonna see Kiri mostly in a lot of the same places as we saw it before. I think now with Winston, really effective as that sort of like an extra diver along with your Tracer Winston. You know, you think of the way all the perks go. You know, the idea that your Winston jumps in, he's got a bubble that heals everyone, your Tracer blinks into it, your Kiri can TP into the bubble, then TP out of a bubble. There's lots of good things you can do with it. But I still don't know if we're going to see it in more places than we would otherwise. But obviously, bear in mind, we saw loads of Kiri anyway, right? It's not like we're in a Kiri light world. Yeah, I think on the Falcons point, they really do have like a... You know, even versus Crazy Raccoon, right? Going into the match last weekend, Crazy Raccoon versus Falcons, it felt, form-wise, it almost... A 3-0 to Crazy Raccoon was really on the cards. But Falcons always step up for the big games. They always turn up when the lights are brightest. So you can never count them out. Really enjoyed the perk video of Astro. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea. I thought it'd be interesting just to get people's insights in it. Because I think as much as there's like an element of individual choice here as well. Yeah, Unter should be here. Morning, Juby. I think there's like a big element of individual choice here, which means, you know, like, for those who haven't watched the Astro video, I think particularly when he talks about the Juno perks, I think Astro has a completely different viewpoint to most of them about the major perk, you know? So I think we're going to see like this sort of go different ways direction. Sausage bagel this morning. Yeah, plan is to get multiple players. What I want to try and do is get players who are like specific for their roles, you know? So ask them about what the heroes that they basically play the most. You know, that's what I did with Astro. And just get their insight from that point. So we'll get like a few different DPS players. I think it's worth doing it multiple times as well, because these things can change over time. People can have different views. Yeah, lots of different options. Alright, our Korean friends are here. Flex support on next. I think I've got a DPS player lined up next. And then I'll do a couple more next week. Paddy for tank and Tree for DPS. Yeah, Tree would be a good one just because it'll be a long video. Tree, out of these 84 heroes you play, what do you think the perk should be on each of them? But it'd be a good shout. It's going to be Shockwave. I think Shockwave's a good one for it. I think, wait, well, you'll see it a bit later in when Virtus Pro play, but I think Shockwave's been like in the, what would you call it? In the mental gym, theory crafting, figuring stuff out. Definitely, you think there's not old Lucius? To be fair, there was a point, Astro did make it a couple of times, where it was like, it just changes your muscle memory, I'm not learning new stuff there. To be fair, I think the Lucio ones are actually relatively straightforward. Maybe the minor perk, I think both are useful. But who's next pro perks? Recording early next week. I'm hoping it's gonna be Backbone. Because then obviously, as you can imagine, we're gonna hit May, we're gonna hit Sim. I think we can see a decent amount of Sim today. At least on some of the smaller maps. But yeah. They call him the Thinker, so hopefully he's got some good thoughts on those ones, no? And then we'll basically just keep making our way through the different roles, everything like that. Really waiting on Zen.
오늘 공개를 드릴 수 있을 것 같습니다. 일단 저희 포토카드를 저희가 이렇게 하나씩 들고 있는데 한번 화면에 보여주시면 좋을 것 같아요. 자 일단 문장시켜서 부끄럽나요? 이게 제가 방금 잠깐.
This stage is like a secondary school hall. Yeah, I mean, pretty sure it is literally a school hall. No, I don't think that's even an insult. Hey Wi-Fi, I see YouTube chat. I remember it exists. I remember to look up. Batman, oh, Reaper would be a good one, yeah. I think we were originally going to do May and Sim. I mean, I think with a lot of these, like, they don't need to be super long videos. Like, we did like 4 heroes with Astro, and that took maybe, what was it? What was the video in the end? Was it like 18 minutes, 20 minutes? 23? Yeah, so that one actually felt like a little bit long. Compared to, I guess, what I pictured in my mind's eye beforehand. It's not like I think, like, any of the conversations was boring or dragged out, really. I thought it was all, like, good points, all topical. But I feel like it's sort of like, what's the word? I want it to be like a sort of shorter, more consumable stuff. I think maybe the idea of focusing on just like 2 to 3 heroes probably feels about right.
많이들 시청해 주시면 좋을 것
I think
같아요.
it'll vary a little bit per
또
pro,
이제
right?
끝까지 보시게 되면 팀도 이렇게
In terms of what's the most relevant, maybe a little bit of
역시 또
what's most relevant in the meta.
네, 승부 예측도 진행이 되고 있죠.
근데 요새
네.
역배가 좀 터지고 있고.
Is there technology to combine the chats? I don't know. People have sort of mentioned it before, never cared, but I don't know. Rewatching the Gator Uncoachable made me realise the fall off is real. Well, you know, you can't do a Gator episode every time, you know. You need Gator for that. Well, yeah, same idea, Pineapple. My shorts editors, I've said the same thing to my shorts editor of like, just break it down into like one for each hero and post them there. So, work in progress.
네, 이것부터 설명을 드려야 됩니다. 바로 특전 시스템이죠. 이렇게 좀 세 개의 좀 큰 꼭지로 나눠서 설명을 드릴 수 있을 것 같아요.
Lenny said he got to be paid to do an interview. We're not paying our guests. We're not fucking plat chat. Come on, we're not paying our guests. If you want to come on and hang out with us, great. If you don't, that's also fine.
그래서 이제 뭐 PK를 올리던 그러니까 생존력을 올리던가 공격력을
Yeah, I mean, Hattie will be a good one. I feel like people will be absolutely gagging. Absolutely gagging for a for Hattie's opinion on the Rhine ones. I wouldn't be surprised if he does it for his own channel, honestly. Oh, thank you, Carrot Cave. Appreciate the 2 gifted.
빨리 올라요.
Got yourself that Rainy Day Tracer.
아래에 있는 저 비고란에 적혀 있는 게 가장 중요한 거죠, 사실.
You'll come on. Cheers, Oren. I mean, Oren, if anything, don't you still owe me a tenner, Oren? I've not forgotten, Oren.
픽 교체가 더 메리트 있는 경우들이 상당히 많아서 뭐 오늘 경기 안에서도 아마 양상이 그렇게 나오지 않을까 싶습니다.
그렇습니다. 이 특전 시스템이 오늘 또 이제 어떤 바람을 불러올지 많은 관심을 부탁드리겠고 또 이제 라운드 로빈 순위부터 또
Can we community fund a PG, Seeker, and Derpy? We've already had a Seeker episode. PG doesn't want to come on. We've already asked PG, but he wasn't up for it.
LCQ로 나가게 됐습니다. 그리고
I see you, Oren. Next time at LAN, Oren, I'm taking £10 out of your wallet. Rupal for flex support. I mean, we invited Rupal on Uncoachable, but he didn't want to come on. Same with Lenny. They both said we both offered him before, and they said no. So it's really fine. Can we have an episode with Unter? That I can do. It's a little bit trickier than you'd think sometimes, but we can do it. Not rob a viewer, Sepulch. It's justice. Oren signed up to the fancy draft league that we had with like on the Uncoachable server with a few of the other Patreons and like me and Chris. So it was £10 buy-in, and Oren's not paid yet. So you guys do the math, right? I should rob him. If anything, I should rob him. Any progress on Epic Korean coaches? We'll probably get Smash on at some point soon. I think Krusty's in EMEA now as well, which should make scheduling easier. In general, I think the ones in EMEA are really easy to schedule because we can do like sort of late morning time. But the American ones are really tricky to schedule just because of the time zone gap between all of us. Means like somebody has to cop it, right? Either me and Chris have to stay up and like we start recording at midnight, or Unter has to wake up at like 6 AM, which is just obviously one, more difficult to schedule, especially when everyone's got, you know, full-time jobs. But also just a pain in terms of actually getting up or staying up at that time, you know? I feel like on the FPL, I just gave someone a 10 over where your team is going. Yeah, it's not going great, Red Eyes. You're in a dogfight with Chris at the bottom, but Chris is actually, I don't know if Chris is awake yet, but FPL draft, if you've seen our FPL draft league, Chris was losing. Chris was bottom. But what happens in FPL draft is when you're losing, you get priority of transfers. So Chris has actually managed complete slingshot theory. He's got Marmouche. I don't know if I'm saying that right. You know, the new City striker, he's got him. I'm going to draft. And now, all of a sudden, Chris is slingshotting up. You know, look at his 86 points last week. He's slingshotting up. This is actually slingshot theory in action. You can't deny it. Where are you, Oren? You're in 7th. That doesn't mean you don't over 10er, Oren. If anything, it means you really over 10er. Marmouche, thank you, mate. I did alright. I was quite happy with my week. I got 60 points, but it's not quite... I'm, like, closed the gap, but not really gained massively, you know? Oh, here they come. Can you get Smash on Coachable? Yeah, he said he'd come on. We just need to record an episode first. I reckon we'll record one next week. As an optimistic, I think, but it's really possible. It's really possible. Alright, here at T1 as well. Yeah, lots of time for Smash. If anyone hasn't seen it already, did a coach's review with Smash. A lot of insight, a little bit of flame to the players, but yeah, always enjoyable talking to Smash. Very smart guy about the game, and you can see that in you can see that MVP's results, right? You want Junk Bucket uncoachable? Yeah, I'm sure we can do it at some point. Because I think... Is Junk in? I don't think Junk's actually in anywhere yet. I think he's in North America? I think he's in North America at the moment. That might not be true. But I'm sure we can figure out a lineup there of all the times. Oh, thank you, Hover, for the Prime. Have you seen Leceferen playing with Finn and Chirong and some of my streamers? No. I mean, it's probably a good crossover, no? Have you guys tried to get someone or something? I don't know. No, not already tried with someone. Seraphim, thank you. Is it obvious I maybe hadn't heard of them until they crossed over with Overwatch? Morning, Trini. Yeah, I agree, Viper. That's a good shout. Well, I'll do my absolute best to wrangle that one. You hear that? Oh, morning.
How's your morning going? Did it just start?
Yeah, I've been up about an hour and 40 minutes.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, everything's gone fine so far.
A lot of hours.
Yeah, that's limited scope for anything to go particularly well or particularly badly, but it's gone all right.
Yeah. What stream are we using today? We're using Craig's clean feed, one of the multiple Asian streams that just work. What are we feeling today?
I don't know. Where do you want to gamble? I mean,
I don't know, man. Like I like the high quality Korean stream, to be honest. I've actually just given up on the notion that I have a single Korean viewer, and I'm happy to just have white noise Korean casting in the background.
Yeah, but the problem I always have with Korean ones, mine one buffers, but I've had it on the entire day, the last 20-30 minutes, and I've not buffered once during all of that. So I think we can like gamble Korea. I think we'll be okay. Do you need the link?
You know what? A link has literally never hurt me, to be honest.
That's probably actually not true.
Until you would be a great coach if you had EQO or Ariel on your team. What's the common thread between those two players, Guerrilla Researcher? Could you let me know?
It's a puzzler.
It is a puzzler. But you know what? I love a good puzzle, so... It's a tism thing.
I thought you barely had any when we did the test. You were the lowest. The lowest on the scale.
The lowest of the three white men that have a podcast.
Yeah, so lowest in the room, but probably still in the upper third of society.
Yeah, I think it's definitely an upper echelon situation. This clean feed and this website is soup. There you go. It's clean as. Dude, Rush. What do you think about the nitty-gritty fit? I think it looks like really low quality, like Bangladeshi warehouse shit, but it's got so many like peak brands on it that it kind of looks good at the same time.
It's got that
you know,
F1 vibe. You can tell it's important because, like, well, they wouldn't have all these like classy sponsorships if it wasn't important, you know.
Someone wants to know the brand of my microwave. I have to get up and check.
Thank you, I Spiked, for the Prime. Thank you for the 7 months. I want to. Okay, it's all right. He's literally getting the information now. Why does Rush look like he's dying? We all are. That's why he looks that way.
프로 선수 이름이 현빈인데요. 이제 현빈이가 저랑 처음 시작할 때
Sorry, mate.
되게
What's my chat are asking now as
I
well?
can't see. Yeah, well, I can see the model, but I didn't bring my phone to write down the model name, and the manufacturer isn't written on the inside of the door, and it's embedded in the cabinetry, so I can't look at the top of it or the back of it. So you shit out of luck, mate.
Thank you, Florin, for the 7 months.
Big up, Florin. Are you top 3 most chopped coaches? I'm top 1 chopped coach, I think. Branded
You
your
think?
sheets? I don't know. My mother gave them to me. I'd have to ask her.
Your season's going all right, no? So far.
I'm pretty chopped, bro. Like, the Ash ban is still haunting me.
Fuck. It was all going so well until that fateful moment.
Yeah, it was all going so well until Map 5 Team Liquid, ban Tracer, ban Ash, you know, little bit of column A, little bit of
I mean,
column B.
you'll
unfortunately.
many crossroads in your life, Max, and unfortunately, you know, you can't always take the right path.
You know, there was a learning experience to be had early on in the season.
Well, better to learn at
Where
the
is the
start than
streamer
at the
gone?
end.
Oh, for some reason the streamer's webcam's off, but he's back. I forgot. Thoughts on Aaron Keller shouting out Plat Chat and not you guys? It actually like deeply upset me to think that Aaron Keller watches Plat Chat. Because it's actually like the blind leading the blind. It's genuinely the blind leading the blind. It's like a bunch of people that don't watch Overwatch talking about Overwatch. And I can see why Aaron Keller wouldn't watch Uncoachable, right? Because
Yeah.
I reckon Aaron Keller has a wife. He's not an incel, right? We're more of like an incel podcast. But Plat Chat is just like, I would prefer if he watched that one with Flats and what's the other guy's name? Or it's called Group Up.
Oh, I know what you
SVB or
mean.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah, I prefer if you watch that.
Yeah.
It's like they get Spilo on a lot. Like, I would prefer if you watch that because at
Exclamation
least those people
mark
care. You know, at least
Yeah.
those people actually play. Oh shit, we've got Kaluge in the chat. I literally just got off Space's stream and he was doing more than you on Doctor Strange, dude. Like it was crazy.
Thank you, Carbs, for the 4 months as well. Yeah, but like whenever I watch Spilo, like it's not really content for me because he goes really deep on all the fucking changes and all of this, but he's clearly invested and he's clearly thought it all through.
It doesn't matter that you finished higher than him on the leaderboard, Colin. Like people were literally actively win trading against him 24/7 because they knew that he's better than you and he's like the up and coming talent and you're like the old bull being put out to pasture, dude.
A real niche to be the old bull in Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all Rivals players right now are just old bulls, to be honest. Like, yeah. It's a good comment about the lateral races, I agree. I still haven't hit a single lateral race since that last stream.
So you're saying the dealt deficit is continuing?
Yeah, I mean, someone's saying that I'm not an incel, I'm a volcel, because there's nothing stopping me from doing more lateral raises except for my own lack of willpower. Enough bait? Alright, I'll stop the bait, Colin. I watched your stream, and I watched you play Doctor Strange, and I thought, holy shit, this looks really, really easy. And then instead of picking Psylocke, I picked Doctor Strange. And I just instant Celestial, like literally just doing the combo, like just doing left click, melee right click is an instant celestial. Like, it is outrageous how easy that game is by just copying the 3 buttons that you press over and over again for 8 hours a day. Like, really, really stupid. Like, it's hard, brother. No, it's not, bro. Like, no, it's not. The ult is hard. I feel like a dumb fuck, and I always miss the ult. But like the left click melee right click, that is not hard, dude. Like, this game is a joke mechanically compared to Overwatch.
메인 딜러들 간의 대결이 사실 오늘 승패를 가를 그 승부처가 될 가능성이 높아요.
그렇습니다.
뭐 특히나 양 팀 다 트레이서를 또 자신 있어 하는 팀들이기 때문에 뭐 선준과 제스트가 트레이서를
I'm being told Tactical Crowd was in fact the true podcast.
들고 나와서 붙을 수도 있는
I mean, you actually have to have people watching your podcast to be the true podcast, unfortunately. So I don't think that really applies. Yeah, I mean, Hawk was telling me that Deadlock was a low skill game as well, Colin, and I trust Hawk about what a high skill versus a low skill player knows. So, at the end of the day, were you like, maybe you just thrive in low skill games at the end of the day. And that's just how it works. And like your circuit. Oh my god! Look at this fucking graphic.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Nah, dude. Like that has got to be racist.
Let me move my camera for this. Let me move my camera for this, because this needs.
I'm hiding my camera as well. That's outrageous.
This needs some interrogation.
Get out! Look at Rush, dude. What have they done? Can we get some more of the Xi Jinping in the chat? Like, what the fuck? There is nothing more racist than East Asian on East Asian racism.
Yeah.
I'm so sure of it. And like, this has to be that. This has to be that.
Yeah.
It's like when O2 Blast was handing out those boycott Japan pins at the gauntlet. Like, do you think you could get away with that at a LAN in Dallas? Like, you're in Dallas, like boycott country with your team's branding on it. But like, it's like a Bravo O2 Blast where the red and the white of O2 Blast's logo is signalizing boycott Japan. Like, oh my god.
Unbelievable. Actually, maybe not that unbelievable.
Actually. Oh shit, OP's got a fresh trim, dude. OP suffered a crushing defeat on map 5 and he had to fucking... He's cooked his hair. Actually cooked. Is there a Bull Skunk podcast?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I hope not. Not because I don't want there to be a Bull Skunk podcast, but because it would be upsetting if there was one and I wasn't aware of it. You know what I mean? Because he's like a real love of the game guy. Yeah. Not because I don't want it to exist, but because I don't want it to exist and for it to just be going completely under the radar. Like, we had a guy, Brave Chicken 04, thanks for the prime. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. And, you know, salute to the other 3 Brave Chickens that came before you.
Before you go on, thank you, Trooper, as well, for the 2 gifted. Get yourself a, what was it, Rainy Day Tracer?
Scorching, you keep plugging primes, but drop an exclamation mark SAS in the chat, Scorching, and you'll see that there's a whole new thing for you to be plugging for right now. Whole new thing.
Your head of marketing has really fallen off.
Yeah, no, my head of marketing is actually so behind right now. There's literally, you give 2 subs in the channel and you get a Tracer skin in the game, Scorching. Like, this is insane. This is insane value. Potential.
Yeah.
Yeah. Value. He's talking about value, like the digital cosmetics are worth something.
It's value, mate. It'll be worth... Think of the generational wealth you could generate off the back of this.
Generational generation. Anyhow, off to the races. We've got Torb Sim Orisa for FTG, but Prophet, hit scam player. He's going to go down in the blink of an eye. Not on Widowmaker, not hitting licks like he's 11, and that is just first fight done and dusted immediately as Vindy can't keep it together. Prophet gets 7% of his ult, but Heesum, the mechanically gifted player that he is, gets a very late trade onto Zest, the man who can't punch up.
Literally can't punch up. Thank you, Trash Fuji, for the gift as well. Thank you very much. Now coming back in, and Heesum's actually just stuck in a corner. Will fall down immediately here, so that player advantage is going to swing back to T1.
Did he just die?
Zest rejoins them. Say again.
Oh no, I mean, you went silent for a second, but you know, maybe it's me. Yeah. No ultimates online at all for either side right now, and the FTG DPS really struggling. Is the audio delayed? I'm not sure if the audio is delayed. It looks kind of delayed to me. There's no way the main broadcast is delayed too.
Thank you, Trash Fuji, for a second gift as well, completing that Rainy Day Tracer. Exclamation mark SAS. Alright, retake now. Kitsune Rush nearly up for Vigilante, 25% away. Regroup from T1 onto this far side, looking for their next engage timing. Donkak's going to try and move his way into the backline here. He's all over Vindane, but will get Suzu out of that one. Kitsune Rush is now available for FTG to keep going this retake, but they two people fall as they come round that corner. This is going to be a disaster. Sunjun can trade one back, but it's not enough. Heesung's looking for more trades as well. Misses the Javelin though, and he's just going to die late here, and all T1 so far.
Often having a very hard time with that inanimate wall, getting booped and bounced around. I think he took the damage twice walking into it, so really just easy pickings for Donk to swoop in there and take that kill. And this is such bad news for FTG, because I mean, you look up at their ultimates right now, and they've got nothing. They've only got 2 online. T1, they haven't ulted once yet. They can drag this fight long, they can take it fast. The pacing doesn't even matter, because they've got such an overwhelming ultimate advantage. It's really going to take a hard throw for T1 to lose. That being said, the T1 supports, they're known for it. Skewed pops the Ray up in main. Zest has popped the Tectonic Shock. There's 4 ultimates from T1 in the blink of an eye. Heesung, he pops the Terror Surge to try and counter. Vindy pops the beat, but it's just not enough. There's too many ults online for T1 and FTG. They haven't built a DPS ultimate this round. Their Kitsune Rush was pissed up the wall. Now they're being pushed all the way to spawn. Is there even a hope for a touch?
Not really. It's going to be desperation time. Heesung has gone Doomfist right now, but they've got full eyes on him. Proud is staring him down. Overclock to make sure he can't touch. He won't be able to get it. Vindame also can't make it. And T1 dominant in this opening round.
Yeah, FTG really struggling now. I thought that they might have had a little bit of a comp edge, to be honest, coming out on the Torbjorn. Dark sticking it out on... Oh, thank you very much for the 1 community gift sub. Siebel, you're halfway there. You're halfway to the Tracer skin. Can I just say, you know, 500 of you here, you people sicken me with the fact that not enough of you are buying that microtransaction skin by giving me money. But that's a separate point. Welcome to the new parasocial friend for Alex87. But yeah, I really thought that T1 had a worse comp. I thought that Dark was going to have a really rough time between the Torb and the Orisa. But no, FTG just zero hope. I mean, Prophet not doing any damage.
Yeah. Now, moving over to Downtown. Oh, thank you, Pers, as well, for the 2 community gifted as well. Thank you very much. Now, we're going to see T1, very similar comp, and this time FTG are going to match it. FTG are playing Torb instead of Adventure here, though. So, while Adventure matches up very nicely into the Torb itself, will be a little bit more difficult into the Hazard. Turret's going to get taken down as Donkak tries to make his way through. Wall behind Sunjun, looking for this follow-up right now. Trying to chase it down. They do manage to disengage, and Donkak's going to come regroup with his team. They don't really have any control of point, though, now, and Proud's going to swing straight into that rail. So that's player advantage now for FTG, and they can all turn their attention onto this Venture, onto this Lucio. They should be able to get Zest out of here, if not kill him. Zest is trying to burrow away right now, but he's on the chase right now. FTG have control of a point, and they're seeing if they can fish any more advantages.
Keep fishing for an advantage, because right now it's a really rough day to be a Proud boy. Apparently Proud has picked the ammo perk instead of what I can only assume is the overclock one-shots you perk. Donok, though, he's just going to come in and fuck you, Vindane. You're just going to instantly get yourself picked off rip. Many such cases, but usually you wait until the ult fight to start pissing the series away. Heesung's looking for a kill, jumping over to Proud, but it appears that now the Pride boys are the ones on top, because FTG, they're really struggling to find a trade. Donok finds the kill on Sonjun, and that's going to be all she wrote for FTG's whole game.
Yeah, good retake from him as well, and puts him in a nice position now as we come into the first set of ultimates. Vigi's going to have that Kitsune Rush again, but T1 are a little bit closer to both their support ults now, so as long as T1 can get both support ults up, the Ray can beat the Kitsune Rush, but beat is a great insurance policy. Could be a really scary fight for FTG if they just take this one head on.
Jeez, I mean, look, if they take it head on, going to be brutal with that Ray trade, but you know, FTG, we've seen them kiting in the past. We've seen that they're good at stepping up and getting out of dodge, as long as Heesung doesn't get a little bit too excited. I'm interested to see where Zest is right now. Looks like he's borrowing off to the side. Nuclear 47 with 5 community gift subs. Thank you very much. I hope you get 2 of the same skin in game. Welcome to the 5 new Parasocial. Yeah, 2.5, mate. We're not rounding down. We're keeping it honest. Thank you very much, Nuclear 47. And I hope you're not Turkish too.
Huge downpour from Donkak as the swing factor there as that ult trade comes in. Ray normally better than Kitsune Rush anyway, but it's definitely better if half your team gets rooted to the spot. So now T1 holding close, Donkak looking for this next engage. Opener has his beat quicker as well. Slider's been forced here out of Profit. Zest is going to burrow in, overclock to kick it all off from Proud. Can't fight all that much, and Zest is actually going to take a step back here, so no value out of that overclock here, T1. They're going to have to rely on this beat.
Big comes out. Vindy, you're 99. He's Ajax, you useless cunt. Down goes Vindy again. So close, but so far. Heesung and Vinci somehow clutching it out regardless. Apparently, we don't even need Vindy's beat. Fuck you, Vindame, in the chat, by the way, if you even care. And that's going to be FTG winning this aggressive push fight. Beat for beat. No beat coming out from Vindy, but it doesn't even matter. FTG, their ult situation is actually good now. They've got the Torbot. They've got Heesung's downpour still. Skewed, he is still on Juno, so it's going to be easier for Heesung to fight. Actually, it's a Heesung downpour. He's not hitting shit with that. Regardless, vile play from Vindy. Into Tiny Flames, thanks for the gift sub. Naya, thank you very much for the prime. Welcome to the Junior Parasol.
There's that perked up amp coming through now out of Vindame as they look to be engaged. Tectonic Shock comes out from Zest. He's got the faster cooldowns as a result of that perk as well. Looking for value, but he's mainly just dancing on Come. He gets himself underneath right now. They have found a kill on Sunjun, but they haven't got control of a point. Now they turn back. Crowd will get taken down. Downpour comes out from Heesung, catches them. Can they find any kills? No, Scoop's gonna live despite all of that. Rooted up on 1 HP, but no finishing blow. They have got tank advantage now, T1, so it might be enough regardless. Zest was considering going for more, but has to back up. They will get control of a point. Raise nearly up for both teams.
One last chance for FTG here. Match point or map point on the line right now. Vigi, he's so close to that ult. Skewed, he sends out a wave of pedos, and now it's going to be Ray versus Ray on point. Zest, he's going to be able to fight inside it. The Rays are matched. Looks like Dongak, he's found himself a target. He's on the enemy hit scan. Profit will fall to Skewed. Another downpour comes down for Dongak, but it catches nothing. Vindy and Heesung, both DPS dead for T1 now. Really going to need a monstrous clutch from Dongak or Skewed right now. Skewed is incredibly low. Dongak is just on the block. FTG, they've got a huge health advantage, and it looks like the point will go FTG's way. Heesung is pressing for more, but T1, they've escaped. OP, 20% ahead on the beat. This could be a huge difference if Vindy fucks it up again.
They have to go quickly here, T1. They have the beat ready to go. Vindame still needs 20% to get to his beat here. So much pressure on FTG to absorb this first engage. Opener looking for his opportunity. There's that amp, the wall, so he can't beat just yet. Going the long way round. They've won the HP trade on Heesung anyway. They beat to keep going. Looking for more right now. The rest of FTG, they're desperately trying to disengage. Zest can't catch any of them right now. He's going to burrow and go deep right now. Zest is committing all the way for the kills, but the beat is good from Vinny. Saves them. Zest will trade back. Player advantage for FTG as they flood back to point. Overclock in the back pocket for Profit as well. Now he's going to pop it. This could be the finishing blow. Donghack's going to try and respond, slide away, but he's okay. Skewed has traded Vindame, but Donghack is so low he can't touch. They tied up 1-1.
Oh, Vindy, I mean, look, the first beat, a massive disappointment. The second one, absolutely pixel perfect. Zest went all in trying to secure that kill, and he did not kill the Juno. Vindy's beat came in just in time to save Vigi, and that meant that Zest, he's gone all in, he's fed his life away. T1, they don't have the ultimates to keep fighting it. They needed to win that fight just a tiny bit faster. But FTG, great kite, really good play from Heesung, where he was fighting forward, taking damage, but he did not feed his brains out. Beat didn't even hit Sonjin in the air, but that didn't matter. So really, dogfight of a round, but you can see that these two teams quite equally matched on the Hazard matchup.
I think as well, Heesung actually seems to be getting massive value in a lot of these big ult trades where even a lot of the time it feels like FTG should have, T1 should have advantage on paper. Heesung is finding picks and finding trades and turning some of these disadvantageous situations from FTG actually into winnable ones. Similar compositions here. This time Sunjun is on the Genji, so we'll be copping that perk reset for this, but they will build a little bit quicker. Already T1 have all the space right now. It's a Lucio Genji group on point for FTG, but T1, they've ignored that. They're pushing forward. They're going to win the HP trade on the front line, and not enough value from Sunjun coming in on the flank during this to make it worthwhile. And that'll be a clean one for T1.
Yeah, it looks like Sunjun got a little bit of damage in, but Dark was just dominating Heesung throughout that entire neutral. Heesung, he couldn't find anyone to get juicy damage onto. You can see Heesung 15%, Dark 36%. That's double damage right there. That is a huge difference. So really, Heesung found no value, and Dark was just able to keep on pressing forward. You can see he's matching the side right now, forces the deflect out of Sunjun early on, but Sunjun, he knows that this space is where he needs to be. There's a pinch right now, a double angle. Heesung has gone wide onto Proud, but he hasn't secured the kill, and because he hasn't gotten that one bot, that's just going to be all she wrote for this push off spawn. FTG, 2 rough fights in a row, and look how bad the ult situation looks for them now.
Still not close to a single thing, really, and T1, they're going to have this downpour before anything else. Their support ult slightly quicker as well. FTG needs to be really careful before. We've seen Heesung get big value in these situations where T1 push him with their ult advantage, and Heesung can trade his team back into it. But they're going to need more from him here as well as they try and start this retake, mainly through Coast, it looks like.
선수도 많았었는데.
Yeah, it seems like they enjoy this little coast retake, going for a wide angle. Maybe this is something about avoiding Zest having a good flank route. Now we've got the Genji though. Sanjin has been caught out again. T1, they're doing such a good job of just choking them out close, fighting them in these inside spaces. Donak wants to press the advantage. 4-man downpour from the looks of it. It's a 2-man downpour around the corner. Prophet is almost able to slide out, but no, Mr. 11, he's not going to make it out alive. And FTG, I mean, they're getting staggered all the way to spawn. This is starting to look a lot like that first round, but they just haven't got the ults to fight.
No, that Vindame has the beat, which might be the saving grace. If Vindame can get the beat off, they can live long enough. They can probably get to Ray, probably get to Downpour, probably get to Blade, but it's going to be hard. And T1 look like they want to fight close as well to make this touch hard, which means Sunja might be forced to go to the point by himself. You can see Zest right now, Tectonic Shock ready to go, looking for the ambush. They're trying to go coast again, but Tectonic Shock behind, straight into the venture. Can he find the finishing blow? No, forced underground. B comes out from opener. Vinny's goes down after B, and the overclock. Ray is just going to finish the job. Sunjun has the touch, but just for a second, tries to dive in for the kill, cannot get it. And T1 with authority will finish this off, this Samoa.
Ah, jeez, I mean, that city center, it's not even called city center, starting to look like a little bit of a blip. It might be downtown, I don't know. It should be called city center. It looks like Oasis city center, so it should be called that. That's my honest opinion on the matter.
Instead of calling it downtown after a different point already in the game. Which has no connection.
It looks nothing like downtown, you know? Like downtown, like if there was a map with a street and some slope, oh my god, it's kinda like downtown. There's the slopes to the center point. I see it now. I see it, you've opened my eyes.
The eye has been opened. I mean,
okay, it's more city center than it is downtown. Be fucking for real right now. Like,
I reckon though, it was super possible for them to think of another name that hadn't already been used in Overwatch. In the Overwatch
Village became High Rise? Like, why'd they do that?
I still call it Village.
Yeah, everyone calls it Village. I've never heard High Rise before.
Because it doesn't. In my head, High Rise as well is like apartment blocks and flats, which doesn't describe Nepal Village at all.
No, but I mean, maybe it's an American conceptualization. Who knows? Jeez, you're putting in the work today, Scorching.
Thank you, Wilder, for the 12 months.
Did Smash change out of his Chinese costume photograph before? What do you mean? Where's this Chinese costume of Smash? Do you think 150 rail is better than 60 ammo?
Oh, thank you, Alpine, for the prime.
The surgeon books were.
So it's the one that Prophet had was the extended mag, which is extra 15 bullets, and the other one, I'm gonna forget the name, but it's basically where your overclock charge can go up to 150%. So you can like
I reckon for sure the ammo is better than the. I reckon for sure the ammo is better than the overclock. I reckon overclock is already like a really good ult, even without the one-hit headshots. I feel like most times people pull an overclock, they get kills regardless. You don't need your ult to be better. Like making your neutral game significantly better for like a long period of time, that feels like it would be really good, no?
I think both are good. I feel like when I was watching some this week, it felt like everyone started with the extended mag, and then as the week went on, people were swapping over to the ult perk more commonly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've seen more people taking the 150, but my complete lack of an eye test, because I haven't watched any POV of it to think about the impact, I feel like the ammo extender mag makes more sense, because like I always see people get kills with the ult, regardless of what patch we're on, you know? Like, you don't need that to be better. I think making a neutral game better across the board is surely a better thing.
Yeah, because is it 45 up to 60? Is that the ammo swap?
Yeah, it's like a really big difference.
So it's like 25%. Yeah.
More.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right, 33% more. Yeah.
I mean, maybe you're right. You're the numbers guy.
No, you're actually right here. You're now the new numbers guy. As soon as I get one wrong,
so now I'm the analyst and you're the
torch.
personality hire coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Fuck, dude.
so about my cows, right? So I've got these cows.
It's 7. At 7 tomorrow morning. You have a warm up, by the way. Oh shit, ZSR! Thank you very much. Welcome back to the Parasocial Friends Club for 31 months.
Oh,
talk about a waste of money, buddy. Thank you very much, mate.
That's an era.
Yeah, no, ZSR has been subbed for an outrageously long time, and he's still not color hex. Agree, Guerrilla Researcher. Perks alive? I don't know. Boost YouTube stream? Oh, do I have to? I'm not even fucking running ads today, Andy. Like, is it... I'll turn on the YouTube stream and I'll turn on the ads. How's that for a value trade?
Is it first of 4? I think it's just still just best of 5. Where am I going?
Yeah. Is there any way to check it?
I don't know. I just presumed it was best of 5, but that was based off no information, just presuming everything, you know, nothing ever changes theory.
You're a good man, Scorching. Yeah, nothing ever happens, nothing ever changes, so don't worry about that. This is OWCS Korea. What do I title this?
It's really annoying because it's like the seeding matches plus last chance qualifier is what I've titled it, but it's wordy to be
Korea
sure.
wordy title co-stream. How's that? 20
Sounds good.
biddies from 20 biddies from Reese Sodi. I'm moving to Melbourne tomorrow. Anything I should know? No, it's the city. You'll figure it out, buddy.
이러면은 뛰어드는 쪽에 대한 견제를 FTG가 할 것이
It is best of 5, I'm right. Thank you, 7M. How many
So
matches?
there's no change.
What determined the matches? The regular season. So based on if they were top 4, they go into the seeding tournament. If they were 5th to 8th, they go into this last chance qualifier, which is what we're watching right now, which is this is the upper bracket game. So winner of this is qualified, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, winner of this is directly qualified. The loser has to go dogfight it out with the other 3 teams to try and qualify
아니면은 벤처
the
쪽을
playoffs.
건드려 볼까? 근데 선준 선수도 벤처가 돼서
그렇죠.
벤처를
This is like
굳이
an
건드리진
insta-call
않을
game,
것
right?
같고요. 벤을
You win
한다면
this, you're in.
뭐
Yeah,
에코
yeah, one and done it could be.
And then
해저드 이쪽으로
you lose
좀
this and you're
건드려볼
punished
생각을
by
할것
needing to
같긴
beat down
하거든요.
on like
아마 맵을
New Era or
완행을
something in order to get through.
It's New Era versus Poker Face. Yeah, the winner of that game you'd have to beat on Sunday. So in reality,
Like an
both
almost
these
0%
teams,
chance that we see anything but these two teams get through the bracket.
yeah, I think it would take a colossal upset for any of New Era or Poker Face to upset one of these teams.
네.
답답할 느낌도
Probably
없잖아
that
있기
he got
때문에
Tony.
아마 맵도 그런 부분을 좀 염두를 한 것 같고요.
그렇습니다.
Like this.
일단
What's the team in Korea that's suddenly good?
부분에 좀 가장
Wait.
중요한 부분은
The team with who are you on
벤처에 대한
Genji?
대처가 어떤 식으로
Just
이루어질
slicing and
것인가. 이
dicing.
부분이 핵심인 것 같은데.
It's
그거
up.
아니면은 사실
Man
T1이
that was
지난번
asking for YouTube stream.
웨이와의 경기에서 오프너 선수 쪽 밴 카드로 인해서 약간 좀
But
세게
if you
많이
close the tab and
맞았거든요.
stop watching the
그래서
aggressive
오히려
ads,
루시우 쪽을 건드릴 수도 있겠다라는 생각이 좀 드네요.
그리고 메인 딜러 차이.
Let's get predatory. Let's get 15 and a half.
정황상
Let's get predatory.
외칠 수도 있을 법한 그런
Drop a
그림이
one in the chat if you too would like to get predatory.
그렇죠.
Any predators in the chat today?
A one in the chat if you're a predator or you're intending to gift subs for the SAS thing where you get the skins. A lot of predators. A lot of predators. Just offer it. I like that.
There's
good
a bunch
people, you know?
bunch of predators here too, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately. I've got a first-time predator. Thank you, Zafira.
First time predator. I've got a first time predator hit. Elo Thorin. Elorthic? Yeah?
Yeah. Shout out
You
to
had
the
to speak
first-time
at some
predators.
point. Shout out to the predators that are coming out of their shell. You're pred pilled? Have we got someone running preds today, out of curiosity? Unrelated to predators, but is someone doing preds?
덩어리로 뭉치지 마라. 어떻게든 좀 붙어보자 이거예요.
그렇습니다. 자, 왕에게
I had to do my own threads today. Juby on some kind of business trip all week. Unbelievable.
두 번째 세트.
What? Juby needs to be fired from being your completely free moderator because so much for you and no returns.
To be fair, I think she is actually working today. She did.
I mean, I support free labor, not the mods having jobs, so
I'm really anti-employment.
good pin. I'm anti-work as well. I haven't worked a day in my life, and I want the government to give me money instead, so I'm anti-work. If we could all just get a universal basic income, then everything would be okay.
Yep. I'll get right on
Boston
that.
Uprising are big predators. What, like Boston Uprising Season 1?
효율이 엄청 잘 나와요.
Wolfen wasn't a predator, so it's only Dreamcast, but it was
It works on a few levels though, because their contracts were always quite predatory as well.
That's true, actually. You did have Huck, Mr. President, who was actually a peak predator. Wait, you deleted a guerrilla researcher message? No way. There's no moderation for guerrilla research's method.
How's he gonna complete the research if he's moderated?
Yeah, no, he's genuinely been putting in hard fucking work for years, spreading truths, or, you know, just spreading utter nonsense. Anyhow, let's get into the game.
Farah v Farah.
Winston on King's Row first versus the D.Va. I feel like Winston might have a little bit of difficulty here. We've also got the Ana Zen, which maybe explains FTG attacking on D.Va. And I honestly think the T1's defense comp here is just outrageously greedy. We saw teams like Crazy Raccoon try to play the Ana Zen on King's Row first point defense all year last year. And even the best Ana Zen team, perhaps in the entire world, would intensely struggle versus a D.Va. And then when you've got Student Opener, I don't think that that's the Ana Zen lineup that you can play one shift range versus a D.Va. I think that it's just so greedy. And look, now they're on a break. Why did they do that? Nobody knows.
Well, as well, you're going to see them, especially Winston, has a really hard time anchoring point there compared to a D.Va or a Ram or anything. So FTG's comp can basically just do everything. And now they've sort of forced T1 off that. They're going to be making swaps as well. He's going to go straight over onto the Winston. Zest has got the drop on him right now, but drop out of the window from Heesung, they will be really fine, and we're going to get up to the first nano turn for both teams.
Nano turn available, and I mean, the fact that Heesung has just instantly played the swap game to perfection, gone over to the Winston, now he can get that nano boost, and he can be sped in by Vindy as well. Looks like he's actually jumped a bit early, not sure if he was anticipating the nano. It's just a space jump right now, but that is not a space jump at all. He has just killed himself. So Heesung, I mean, I was going to say that you played that swap game to perfection. Some might say that I actually did say those exact words, but he's immediately gone and thrown the fucking fight right after. So, yeah, no points for that, unfortunately.
No good for that one. This is going to allow T1 to get more time off the clock. It allows Donghack to get up to his primal as well. So this next dive timing from T1 can be very brutal. You see Donghack, though, quite happy to play it patiently, anchor the payload. If Heesung ever jumps in behind, just bubble the choke, cut off that source of healing for him. You see Vindame trying to boop him in right now. This time Heesung goes up to the high ground first, so a bit of staging, but Prophet's going to start with it. Bubble onto that Bob to try and save it right now. They've taken a bit of space with this Bob. Zest has had his recall force as well. I don't know if they can catch it right now. And if they will actually catch Zest right now off the back of that. Primal is going for Donghack right now. Vigilante is in the corner, will get the sleep. Can nade this as well to try and get out of it. Nano onto Proud to walk forward though, but Bob as well. And all of a sudden they all come to save Donghack. And the Nano Ash gets everything done. Bob, maybe Bob.
Proud Boys going absolutely ballistic right now. FTG, I mean, their old game, a little bit dicey there, right? I mean, Vigilante has had this nano boost for an eternity. Heesung has built up a primal rage from 15% in the time that Vigilante has spent nursing this nano boost. T1, they've got the rally now, but Dark has been slept up in main. Zest is dueling with Sonjin on the flank, but it appears that neither of these guys have that dog in them to hit the one clip. Vigi, he's looking for this nano boost angle right now. He wants to give it to Heesung, but maybe he'll save it to counter. Heesung has the primal rage, so maybe there's no need. Oh, deep dive inside, counter nano, comes out, Vigilante now pushing with Prophet, but Prophet, he's a bit light on bullets in his gun, so he can't do everything that he wants to with this nano boost. He swings up in main, and Proud once again rips his head off. Fortunately, Zest, the man who cannot punch up, will die on the flank, so it's an even fight for FTG right now.
Manages to get that even fight. Nade's going to catch as well. Dynamite onto Heesung too. This is going to slow him down. Now the primal comes out from Heesung, looking for this whip shot connects though, so Heesung can't go that much deeper at the moment. Sunjin is going to have his recall force, and not too much out of this primal at all, I think, from Heesung. They're going to be able to pocket Proud out of this. It's a miss, and Heesung's actually going to die for it on the exit as well. It's an aggressive rotation from Vigilante and Vindame though, but Brotherhood are at it again. They've swung by themselves. Sunjin's hit a pulse bomb. He's got the payload moving, but Donghack's come over and responded to that as well, as we're going to watch Sunjin just lost looking for a tracer.
Oh, jeez, the two brothers, they tried so hard to make it work. Vigi, perfect flank timing, hits the nade, gets the damage, and they get that kill, but it's just not enough. I thought there was a case for Vigi popping the beat there, to be honest, really trying to clutch it out beyond belief. Maybe that's just wildly unreasonable. We're not living in a fantasy world here, and I'm starting to wonder why Vigi's actually been on Lucio this whole time, given it feels like the Ana Brig just outscaling them in this mirror. Vindy, he helps set up one kill, but every time Dark goes deep, it feels like he's just able to find unlimited value, getting big cleave, forcing so many players back all at once. Skew's got the nano boost now, and he's, oh god, Prophet's pre-fight dead.
So many false starts for FTG in all of this. They can't get anything going. Every time they're looking for some kind of staging, just about to pull the trigger on their ult push, someone just falls over, someone finds a trade. And how many times have we seen this from FTG on his second point? Sitting on the Nano for ages, sitting on the Primal for ages. How long has Vinny had this beat? FTG are struggling, and Sunja's going to die late as well. Just more of the same from FTG.
Yeah, no, just a bunch of lost puppies over on the FTG side, incapable of finding value for their ultimate. Sonjin drifting away, getting lost in the source. Prophet getting his head ripped off by Proud over and over again. And all this time wasted by FTG, these ults not used, this beat drop nursed. It's allowing T1 to charge everything. So they've already got 4 ultimates. Make that 3 as Proud throws his bob up in main. But once again, Prophet will fall. The side fight was conceded by Sonjin. Prophet, unaware, and just gets his head taken clean off. So FTG, we're back to the drawing board again, and we've still got this damn beat.
Oh, Pulse Bomb's going to connect from Zest as well, add a further stagger to it. Zest was using actually the Pulse Bomb increased radius perk as well, for what it's worth. We normally see Tracers go the other way there, I think, with the Blink packs, but wants the bigger bomb, and at least that one connects. But FTG are now in their final 30 seconds. They do have plenty of ults to do it. They have all 5 ults, in fact, near the FTG here. But they just need to worry about these trades, because look at Zest and Donghack. They're ready to trade again.
In comes the Nano Boost. It's a massive nade as well. It has caught Skewed. The Pulse Bomb catches Opener. Skewed is somehow still alive because he can nano himself. Thank you, Perks. Primal Rage from Donghack is good, but the sleep from Vigi is even better. FTG, they have a chance here. Heesung has the Primal Rage. They should be able to clutch this one out. There's no ultimates left for T1. Heesung is slept. He will need to use this Primal Rage. Don't go down with it. He does not go down with it. Thank God he can hear me and he listens to my words. As now, FTG, by the skin of their pearly whites, they have clutched this one out. Vigi finally finding value from being on Lucio. He's back fast to clean up those kills, gets a couple of last hits in lane. And now, I'm not sure about T1's touch. It's going to be dicey. Zest is still respawning. Oh God, Dark's coming back on his signature pick.
He's gone Doomfist as well here, but he's going to be pushing into a Bob here. Prophet's Bob should just finish his touch. It's going to be so hard for T1 to contest through all of this. Skewed needs to sleep it. Bob will come out now. Pressure onto the Doomfist. Block keys from Donghack, but you can see he's just blown up right now. And this touch has no chance. And after a billion false starts, FTG, a bit of saving grace right now. Maybe even some late kills, but no, Sunjin actually dies trying to catch Skewed right now. Now, more pressure from Heesung, but he'll get slept up as well, and he'll get traded here. But FTG, they've got the time extension.
Oh, I mean, I was going to say that Cool is not Fist today, but apparently there's still a chance. As Donghack, he's sticking the Doomfist pick. This hero, I'm told, obscenely broken with perks. Unfortunately, no high-skilled players left in North America to capitalize on that, so we may never know. Proud, he's going to be soft dive up on the high ground now as Heesung jumps top, throws the bubble down. That means Proud has no coach gun, Heesung has top, and the cart is in free movement.
Free movement right now. Nano boost up for Skewed very quickly, though. Gonna be trickier for Donghack to make this one work, obviously. Doesn't have the bubble to play around to block sleep, block the anti, things like this. But Skewed's taking a little bit of a step forward now as well. Both of them gonna get the Nano. There goes the nade in as well. Skewed should be safe. Can Donghack find anything? He's gonna punch in. Punch doesn't connect. And Donghack's got nothing with this Nano boost so far. Skewed has at least survived. But now FTG a chance with their Nano. But where's Vindame going? They're trying to clear out his chaser, but I think he's safe. Now Vindame's gonna beat in. Bob in response and rally right now. So Vigilante is in a world of hurt right now. Gets punched up by that one. And now this Bob is just gonna tear them apart. And they are out of time here, FTG.
Wait, they need to touch. FTG, they get the touch, but it's all too late. Vigilante, there's no way he doesn't have the perk that nanos himself. And there, he goes down to the punch from Dark. He's nursing that nano boost so long. Yeah, you can see he did have the perk. He goes down with the nano boost, which it's not even just that he could have nanoed someone else. Now that nanos you too. But that punch from Dark, maybe the coolest fist at the end of the day. He actually just decided, fuck it. It's last fight. I'm about to die. Punch me into the wall. Take me, Dark. I'm in the clutch. I'm not gonna nade. I'm not gonna nano. Just fucking take me. I've had enough of this world. So Vigi, he goes down with all of the tools to win the game right there. T1, they were down on ultimates. They had no goddamn chance if there was just a good nade or a good nano. Perhaps a little bit of both in a fantasy world. But Vigi, in reality, decides that he wants to do nothing at all. Welcome back to the Pro Social Friends Club. C-Tones, thanks for 7 months.
Thank you, Ruv, for the 6 months as well. Appreciate the tier 1. And it was really a lot of the same, right? We talked about this Lucio pick at various times, but it feels like Prophet on certain occasions, Vigi, Vindame, all running into issues where they're just getting traded at random points before the fight. Oh, the action replay. And it was just situations
like this. I feel like I'm hating on him a bit too hard. It was really quick. It was really quick.
Like, he kind of gets, like, because he sleeps for Bob and he's trying to get into the corner, and then by the time he realizes, like, it's over. But either way, I think regardless, that one was probably a harder one. But FTG are still guilty of the same thing, right? How many times did they do the first part of the fight, die during the first part, never get a chance to use their ults, you know? I imagine if we look at the ults used, there's probably like several cases of T1 almost even lapping them here, just because FTG have taken so long to try and find the right time to like pull the trigger.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Vigi just wanted to save that Nana boost for the next layer fight. He felt that they were going to win it. They had lots of ults already thrown in. They were beating. I think they had Primal available. Maybe wanted to save it for post-Primal. But got to get in the mindset that that can save you too, and he was in a very dangerous position without a Brig. They're playing Lucian Honor the whole time. FTG, they're on, I suppose, a versatile defense comp here, where they've got the D.Va, which is a decent starter, but Sonjin on the Symmetra. I mean, this is a strong hero, pre and post perks, but whether or not Sonjin has that dog in him, who knows? Why is Prophet glowing red?
Don't know. Don't think any of the perks should make you glow red, but he's glowing red. FTG.
Yeah, I watch with Fraud Vision, so I don't know.
Is it just because he has rail? I'm not sure. Either way, Donghack's dived in here. They're going to find one trade with a push through Hotel at the same time. Heesung tries to respond right now. They've traded Donghack right back. And actually, Heesung's able to get a second one as well. So 2-for-2 trade. Prophet's getting pocketed through right now. And Vigi trying to find another catch. But enough trades for FTG to stabilize right now. Sunjun coming back on Tracer.
I'm being told that Sojin glows red, not blue now by Ryan. That's the boy from the O. Blew up on O block, which was very, very rough for him. But everything's going to be fine for him. FTG, they've taken a lot of damage early on in this neutral, but now the Nana boost comes out onto Heesung, and it is just hopelessly early, but it doesn't matter because Zest is apparently a little bit of a half-wit and decides he just wants to walk into the hotel rather than kiting this one out. So Zest backs himself into a corner and says, Heesung, take me. Much like what Vigi was saying in the previous round. Anti-nade splashes onto Dark right now, and Heesung is just eating all of the healing, so there's no chance for him to live whatsoever. He was probably groggy too. I'm told that's a good perk, even better than the bouncing nade, some may say. And FTG, I mean, they're starting to get healthy. Sonjin, that's Symmetra. I mean, it was a flash in the pan. He's over to the Tracer now, but real chance for them here.
Nano timing up for Skewed right now. All eyes on him. Pressure on Donghack to try and find something. Does have a Primal to throw into this one as well. I don't know if Donghack will actually have his heavy landing perk by the time this one comes through. Maybe he'll get it partway through the Nano. For now, they're just trying to clear some space. They walk up really aggressively, though, and all sorts of problems for Skewed right now. Doesn't get the Nano off, and they just walk straight into FTG's trap there. Didn't really clear anything out. Just seems a little bit naive from T1 walking that aggressively, not expecting anything to happen to them. And now, more time off the clock for FTG.
His Tracer up on the high ground could cause issues, wondering if Vindy's going to get his ass up there and clear her, or at least poke her out a little bit. Looks like he's playing main though, so no Zest is just safe up on the high ground. Bomb comes out from Proud now. Heesung, he's looking for that kill. He goes deep for it. My god, son, you are in so deep. But he snuck over to the Mega, and he's actually going to be just fine. They cannot kill him here. He's also got the... Whoa. Oh my god, Vindy! He goes for the beat while being Primal. Balls of fucking titanium. He lives through it. Prophet, he goes down to the Primal. Vigi hits the sleep now. Nano boost available for Vigi as well. Might throw that onto Heesung. He's low. Sonjin goes for the pulse. Hits nothing, of course. Nano boost onto Heesung is good. Not good enough to secure a kill, though. Vigi's going to be healthy as a result of it, but this is a lot of ultimates for FG and no kills.
No kills, no ticks yet either right now. FTG have managed to back themselves up mostly to the choke right now. Sunjin and Vinny trying to retake that space right now. Bully, Zest back off point. Now walking back in his Prophet as well. Has the overclock ready to go. Nano onto the Tracer right now, and Zest is all over him. Clean kill for Zest right now, coming back towards point. Proud is dealing with this threat in the back as well. Heesung is still finding trades despite all of this, but Vinny is the only person on the flank right now, and Proud has him in his sights. Sidewinder sends him back right now, and Vinny's playing his life. He's taking a lot of attention, actually. Wait, Proud? Oh my god, a disaster. Actually, Vinny was in control the entire time. Heesung's going to dive back in and die late, so they might still lose this point here, but Proud there. No respect for Vindane, but surely he respects him now.
I can totally understand not having respect for Vindane. Having respect for Prophet's brain, in contrast, this guy just pulled overclock 2v5. This guy has more aids than aid. That is actually insane. What is he overclocking? Like, what the fuck does that? FTG, back to the drawing board, back to the mirror. Heesung over to the Winston. A 4-minute dogfight of a hold. I mean, that D.Va's only got on first point, mate.
Yeah. Even with the overcharged perk, really hard to justify the 2v5 overclock when you've got less than a tick left. And now, no ults for FTG just yet now on this next hold. As a result of that, T1 coming back up to another Nano, another Primal. They've got Rally as well. So things are looking good for T1, even though we're a little bit low on time after that one. Zest is going to get forced back out to the right-hand side right now. Imagine T1 will be happy just to slow this down until they're ready to go with their next ult. Donghak has now Primal ready to go. They'll clear the bubble onto Heesung. Vindame nearly has the beat to respond right now. Dynamite out, and actually Prophet catches him. Pulse Bomb connects from Zest as well. Beat comes in from Vinny now. 4v4 situation. No Anna's rally in response from Opener, just trying to live in the background. But Donghak still has the Primal. He's looking for Sunjin. He's chasing everyone down all over Prophet right now. Has that heavy landing too. Takes down Prophet, turns his attention to Vindame right now. I think Vinny's in a lot of trouble as well right now, but Donghak can't finish the kill. So FTG will be able to trade this one back out. Opener's going to die on point as well. Maybe Scoots back with nade. No, they are able to clean it up actually, and T1 will keep it rolling.
Keeps on rolling now, and that's bad news for FTG. Thought they had, you know, some nice little staggers off at the end of first point. A decent chance to hold here on the second point choke, but no, Donghak apparently he comes in with a Primal Rage, and it's just all she wrote. Nice pulse bomb, I want to say, from Zest as well. I think he took down Vigi, which meant that there was no Nano turn for them. FTG, they can play slow for just a teensy tiny amount of time, and they are going to have Nano and a Primal for Heesung as well. So this is going to be a really dangerous turn. Prophet, he's been jumped by Donghak up in main. Back jump now from Heesung and Bubble, so that's Winston cooldowns exchanged. Card's probably not going to roll much further than where it is now. T1, they're going to look for their next engagement with the Nano, with the Bob. Historically, they've been opening with the Bob. Let's see. Okay, no, they're going to open with the Nano Winston because I have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. Counter Nano comes out onto Prophet. He's going to stay alive. So this isn't even exchange. Heesung has the Primal. He's in the back all by his lonesome. Has he got open or boxed up? What are we doing here, Heesung? Oh,
he's on the back line. Sleep has been juked. Now he's on the back line more defensive. Nade comes through. He's still going to send him through. They're all naded. He goes back in. They're all so low. Heesung will finish for kills. But they've traded out 2 for 2 right now. But Bob is causing him problems. Gonna have to try and jump out right now. But Proud's coming back for that kill. Heesung is running for his life. Heesung is round the corner. But Donghak is there on the other side. That's the healing gone. And they'll clean everything up. It looks so good. But somehow T1, they weather the storm.
They've weathered the storm for the first time today. An outrageous clutch from T1. Proud. That was last fight. He had to use the Bob. I was thinking, why would he do that? Now I know why. He's coming back on Nalga. It's classic painkiller theory. Sonjin, he comes into the card for the touch. He doesn't recall. Vindy, he comes in, says take some ult charge. Heesung says take me next. Vigi apparently was taken next in turn. But this recontest for FTG, this is a map losing recontest right now. What they have just done is hard feed support ultimate, hard feed DPS ultimate to T1. T1 now have Rally, Primal, Pulse, 40% of a Bob completely free of charge, and they get nothing for it. Heesung is going to go back over to Winston. It's a mess. He's on Hazard. Oh my god.
Okay, he's going to go over to Hazard right now, but ult advantage still significantly in favour of T1. Remember, FTG, they didn't finish the map either here, so T1 can win it right here and now. They've got the Primal and the Rally to go with this one. And Opener has been good. And where is Heesung going? Easy nade for Skew to punish that one. And now the Primal is just... Whenever he wants to pull the trigger. Sunjin is in the back right now. Sunjin, if he can find a trade in all of this, it'll be massive. But the overclock is forced out. Donghak's going to try and live as well. He has the Primal. Now he pops the Primal. Prophet might have a hard time getting out of here. Tries to run. Can't get out. Donghak cleans that one up. And can he live? He does live as well. Rally on point. Beat coming out right now from Vindame. Malga swap again, but the Malga's just going to get absolutely shredded. Dynamite behind to clear this Lucio as well. Vindame is low. Prophet is coming back on Widow, but we need another installment of 11 to bail them out of this one. And there's a bubble at the choke, so no such frag clips coming.
It's so sad for FTG. It's such like, I feel like FTG, they're like the high tier Vesta, you know, like it's always FTG-able. Like they will always find a way to fuck it up. They'll get into like a really close fight, a really close situation, and then it's like Donghak is not Donghak. Heesung is gonna feed, or Vindy is gonna fuck up his ult so bad that you actually want to end your own life right then and there. Like it never hurts any less when I see them fuck these up, man. Like it's actually just sad. Like that Heesung death up on the high ground is just outrageous. Like
well, it's literally
well. Nothing.
Look at the start of that defense now for FTG, and all of a sudden it looks really good, right? Like we've almost got them on a full cap. We're getting good trades all the way through. Second, we're making them work for it as well. You can maybe say at the end of second, they're a little bit unlucky not to win that fight. You know, like when Heesung just sort of jumps out as the nade hits type thing, like a bit of anti-timing. But then that third point, the Malga swap, into Heesung dying for no reason. That third point didn't exist. FTG were right in that in terms of time bank, defend third point, but they just didn't have a third point because they just had like back-to-back egregious decisions.
It's just 3 fights in a row where there's like 2 where they had hope but they fucked it up, and then a third where they had no hope because of their mistakes from the past. I'm not gonna lie and say that the Coke streamer isn't CommanderX. We're not knocked up, by the way. Someone just came into the stream and said, "Who's the other streamer?"
Oh wow, we're not. Oh fuck.
You usually knock me up, mate. That's your job.
That's on me.
Yeah, knock me up. Would you?
All right. I could knock up PGE. He's got more viewers than you.
Yeah, well, that would be nice, I suppose. He's like pretty cool. You could like social climb by hanging out with PG. And
social climb, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I've got. Yeah. Okay, for a second it said there were 2 hunters in the call on that knock, but.
No, just one hunter. 2 would be excessive.
Honestly,
by the way, guys,
it's enough. It's enough. 1's enough.
You think 1 will do?
What?
I mean,
if anything, maybe even still too much.
You people, I appreciate that, mate. You people might have missed it because Scorching is only talking about it like every 10 seconds in the chat. But if you gift 2 subs today, you get that Tracer skin, which I'm told is the best skin that's ever been. Like, how do you lose this scenario? Like, 3 actual 0 health players, and then it's Vindy and Sonjin that are dead. Like, no surprises.
Even this 3v3 doesn't feel like it should be fine, right? But like, Vigi has just walked so far forward. I guess he was trying to get value.
I think. Is there a world where, like, instead of Sonjin being on Tracer to touch, he swaps Sim and gets everyone closer? I don't know. I saw this really cool Rainy Day Tracer skin. How do I get it? Oh, have I got news for you?
Oh, it sounds
Ash
good
was
news. Taken.
Yeah, no, if you give 2 subs in the channel, you get the Rainy Day Tracer skin. That's how that works. Yes, Claire, exactly. Like that.
I'm grabbing a drink. A drink? A drink. Right. I'll be right back.
I might do that out of solidarity.
I'll see if I can figure out my microwave brand for people. I know that's why most people are here. They're still waiting for the microwave news, so I'll do my best.
Jamo Win P. Jamo is back. Thank you very much for the 5 non-Turkish gifted, Jamo. I hope you get 2.5 Rainy Day Tracer skins for that one. Appreciate that. Welcome to the 5 new parasocial friends. Husband, Dizzy Dammy, Brazoy, Mine Bowium, and Davy Boy. Welcome. Yeah, we're Japanese. Keep advertising in Japanese. Can I get 2? Turkey is not... Okay, we can't say that. We can't say that, guerrilla researcher. Guys, if we're going to advertise, can we at least advertise in Turkish? Yeah, no, that would be good, actually. So then we can get some gift subs from the useless... Whoa, this is literally the main broadcast that just did that. That's not even my dicky feed. Am I able to gift the skin to someone else? I don't play Tracer. I guarantee that there's no way you can do that, because Blizzard, with corporate greed, Blizzard will only allow you to buy things for yourself. Blair is just plugging CommanderX's stream for nothing. Nothing at all. That's better. See if we can get any Turks in here. Any worthless currencies? Respect for the researcher. Thoughts on cracking a cold one? All I have is a bottle of Jameson, and I feel like I should stay off that for the weekend. To be honest, where are my fucking codes, Craig? I'm going to start shaking down Craig again.
많이 회전이 되다 보니까 보는 재미가 있는 것 같아요.
맞습니다. 이 어떤 찍는 방향성의 차이들이 좀 지속적으로 발생하는 것이 좀 재밌는 포인트인 것 같습니다. 자, 그리고 양 팀을 맞이한 3번째 전장은 리알토입니다.
오, 리알토는 완전 그 딜러 싸움 플러스 사이드 싸움으로 제대로 붙어보자.
Did you
이거거든요.
find some, Craig?
사실 이제 앞에 이 대표자분들 인터뷰에서부터 선주 프로펠 그리고 프라우드 바이퍼 제스트 이
We gotta
선수들에
kill
대한
Craig.
의지를
I'm
많이
gonna be
한번
honest.
보여주셨는데
Lock in
제대로
mate, get some
붙어보겠다.
VVs. I had some
라고
VVs, but I
듯한
drank them
그런
all, so
모습입니다.
틀의 벤이 좀
that's where we're at.
궁금하긴 하네요.
That's,
이게
what's a good
셀프다
7TV
보니까
emote to represent Craig?
위도나 히트스캔 같은 카드들은 충분히
Definitely not that to go.
될것 같기는 한데 거기에 맞춰가지고 사이드를 먹을 수 있는 픽의 그 선택지를 무엇으로 할 것인지를
Any ice cream men want
아마
to give their
지금
lira?
고민할 것 같거든요.
Is it
특히
true
LCQ
that
가
all
선택이니까
Turkish people know how to do the
고민을
ice
많이
cream
할것
tricks?
같습니다.
맞습니다.
Or do you have to like grow out the mustache before you learn it?
트레를
It's like your
자를
Winter
것
Soldier
같은데
programming comes online and you can
액고를
start
자를
performing
것
ice cream
같은데
tricks.
좀
Does anyone know?
것 같긴 하거든요, 느낌이 저는.
확실히 오늘 양 팀의 이 벤 카드들을 봤을 때도
I joined the flat stream and he's flaming someone in game. There's literally no way that that's true. I'm fact checking you right now.
G힐가의 희성 선수를 응원해 주고
Flash
계십니다.
checking you, if you will.
탱커의 생명은 칠함이죠.
그렇죠.
네.
냉정함.
Okay, he's actually fighting with someone in game.
선수도
He's fighting with someone in game called Nut Kicking on Ryan. I have to see this.
그렇죠. 자 그리고 양 팀의 벤 오. FTG는
He's dead to Widow. He's dead to Widow doing nothing.
제냐타를 벤해주네요.
Flats is fighting with Flats is hard fighting with someone on stream right now.
Hard fighting?
Like he's getting into like a verbal fight with someone in game. Like
안 하면 뭐 할지 뻔하다.
네.
어차피 둠피스트 아니면 해저드 아니냐.
oh my
이런
washing's done.
생각으로 좀 풀기에 능한 그런 배들.
Oh, thank you. Re-estate. Oh, fuck, is a word I can't say. Existentialism? Re-existentialism. I got it. I got it in the end. Learning to read today.
살짝 느껴지는 것 같기도 합니다.
그렇습니다.
Arguing with
그러면
flats on
양 팀의
stream.
딜러들에게 가해지는 그런 기대는 더 커질 수밖에
Now that
없습니다.
is social
어떤
climate.
테이블로 갈지 양 팀의 세 번째 세트 리얼토로 떠나보겠습니다.
It's a Flats joking, not a live Flats reaction, guys. Grow up. You disgust me, Shrimply safe.
Alright, FTG have had enough of the Winston.
Huh? Bans?
Yep, enough of a
Oh
Winston.
shit.
Over onto Rialto allows Heesung to play Diva. Donghak is going to pivot onto the Hazard right now. Which I think on Rialto, probably fine, honestly, for most of Rialto, right? Especially, maybe the attack feels a little bit worse, but like, I think controlling these initial high ground seems pretty reasonable. Second high ground also seems pretty reasonable. So I don't think this will feel like, I think this will feel a pretty even matchup tank-wise.
그쪽을 안 건드린 것 같아요.
자 그리고 프로펫과 프라우드의 위도우 대전 좀 많이 기대가 되는데요.
간격을 제끼고
Oh, thank you Zephyria as well for the tier 1. First time Predator, first time sub. Thank you. There's actually Donghak gonna go ball here instead. So it's a Anna Mercy Pharaoh Widow defense. Right out of the history books in this one here on Rialto. The ball is going to cause all sorts of problems for Profit though, so Sunjin is going to have to take a lot of responsibility. Just try and bully this ball, make Donghak's life quite hard. Initial grapple from Crowd goes wide, and Profit's there with a response. So opening pick right now, dealing with the ball as well, and Donghak going to be forced out of that one. So reasonable enough start for FTG. Win that duel.
Oh, did I just undeafen? Did it work? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Fantastic. Yeah, okay. So it's a classic Widow v Widow off, but Proud is on Sombra, so it's not a Widow v Widow off at all. But 11, he's looking to hit a clip. He has missed the first shot. He's getting dived by the ball. The Virus is actually going to take him out around the corner. Sleep comes out onto Donghak, but now Vindy's in a world of pain. He needs to latch onto the fire to start getting that self-healing. Now it's Vigilante that's in a world of pain, but no, it's Skewed that will go, or Sonjin that will go down to Skewed.
Res?
Outrageous res from Vindy there. Actually does manage to get Sonjin back into the mix, but it is, oh wait, there's a chance for a clutch here. Could Nano Heesung, could Nano Farah, could Nano neither, because he's 99% and both of those players are dead, but you never know. Sleep onto Donghak again. Nano Cassidy flash. Oh, I had a dream.
The dream's over. Gonna save this Nano for the retake here, but the payload is going in quickly,
There's no
so
retake.
no, he's gonna get booted back. Yeah, they're just gonna have to cop it for second right now. They'll have this Nano, and they'll be able to hold this first part of bridge right now. Proud is gonna go over onto the Ash for this cross, and T1 rather should actually be able to just leverage this quite easily. Let the ball do most of the pushing right now. Zess is underneath that pulse bomb to harass him as well. And now, Nano boost up. I don't know if FTG can really go there. It's quite a long way for a Diva, and his backline's quite far back, so they're just going to have to try and contest payload instead. Nano Farah?
Try as they might. Nano Farah going deep, but it's Zest that actually finds a kill. Sonjin, he's put himself in a very difficult position right now. He will be pocketed up. Zest, he's trying to push Cart, and it's all on Vindy. Barrage comes out now from Sonjin. The Matrix, it's a little bit dicey. Looks like he's missed almost all of it. And Opener gets the final blow with the flail. But God, that Matrix must have come out late because Sonjin took so much damage during the barrage. 1-for-1 trades, which means that T1, they now have card control. FTG, they are backing up. They're playing for the next corner.
Gonna have to reset here. Donghack's looking for more as well. Mines comes in initially onto Profit right now, forced him to coach up, but he's gonna get finished off as well. And Donghack and Zest are just tearing them apart. Rally on point from Opener and a Ray on point as well from Opener. So all of a sudden, T1 have invested everything in a fight they already had player advantage in. Has to be a mistake from T1 to invest so heavily. They will win this fight, but FTG, they have a recontest.
There's a recontest for Necrotafeo. I'm sure I could read that like I don't have something wrong with my brain. But thank you very much to the 2 community gifted. Learning to read, everyone's got to figure it out at some point. Thanks for the 2 community gifted. Enjoy your rainy day Tracer skin. Out of respect, we now see a Widow duel. The 2 Ps, Profit versus Proud, 11 versus Proud Boys. Let's see who comes out on top. I back the Proud Boys personally. Recall forced out early from Zest, and he's just going to go down to Vigi. No damage from anybody else. No pressure whatsoever. It's just a dead Zest. A classic Zest situation, in my opinion. FTG, though, they are trying to trade out of respect, so Heesung goes very, very deep, and he's incredibly low.
Really good situation for FTG there, because not only did they have ults for the retake anyway, because T1 burnt so much on that first part of second fight, but because they just give it away for free, courtesy of Zest, FTG gonna hang on to all those ultimates. So now a pretty ult bank, free in the bag for FTG. Great chance just to either nano the Venture, nano the Diva on this next one, put the bank line in big pressure. They're gonna catch Donghack as well off the back of, I presume it was asleep in the back there. So FTG keeping this ball contained, and honestly on this part of the map, on Rialto, it's a little bit trickier, I think, for Donghack right now.
Yeah, I think now the ball space, it has expired a little bit with the positions that FTG have. Backs to the wall on a Brig to keep everything healthy. Safe indoor backline positions. It is awkward for Donghack, but it's the next turn that we've got to worry about, because remember, T1, they've lost this because they pissed away so many ultimates in that second fight. They didn't have enough to get it over the line. So when their ults eventually swing through, they're about to have Pulse, they're about to have Mines. This is their chance. Proud, he's thrown in the Widow balls very early, and Donghack has also popped the Minefield. This is looking a little bit dicey for them. Big roll from Donghack, though, that might have moved people forward. Pulse from Zest does catch Vigi, who opts not to counter Nano. Maybe he didn't have that major perk on just yet.
I don't think he has it yet.
A great opening.
Great opening now, and they can start pushing forward. Sunjin's going to dive in. Bomb comes out over top. Doesn't find anything, but Heesung can get back in mech. FTG are just buying time for Vigilante to come back. He has spawned, and he should be back in the fight really soon. I think T1 are just going to wait for this Ray before they try and turn the corner right now. But Nano coming in could make that a very difficult task.
Yeah, I think that FTG have kind of, I'm going to say, weathered the storm here, because now a deep push with the rally from Opener, rally match from Vindy. Proud has hooked over the wall. Grow up. No amount. No, that's nonsense. Profit gets himself traded out, but Vigi's still got that nano boost. He throws it out onto Sonjin now. Opener is inside the Ray as well, but Sonjin, surely we use the tectonic shock inside the enemy Ray here. Don't even need it. Do need it. Pulls it out after the Ray is over. He's going for kills, but the trades are actually looking really good for T1. In this chaos, Donghack has found himself another minefield. He pops that down. That's going to zone everybody. And FTG, a little bit greedy with their ultimates there. Can't believe Sonjin didn't pop the tectonic shock into the Ray. And T1, they get it over the line.
Yeah, T1 are going to scrape it through there in the end. It feels like there should have been enough ults from FTG to get themselves out in that situation. You bear in mind they killed that Widow early, thanks to Proud choosing to grapple into the entire team, into that rally. So T1 get a bit of a break there. Hazard swap comes through from Donghack, as Ball is going to get even harder on this third point to a reasonable enough swap. Profit onto the Cass. Everything else staying the same for FTG, but they used all of their ults for that, so it's pretty much a full neutral as we go into this next one. Zest has the Pulse Bomb. Doesn't have the Pulse Bomb perk instead, just has the Blink packs, and I want to say Flashback, which gives him these blinks after his recall as well. For now, though, just trying to move the cart up T1. Zest trying to find an opening to get through. Only a half HP. Now the Pulse Bomb wide, though, actually. Thought he had that one lined up, but Vigi doesn't look like he was looking, but reacts nonetheless. Diving from Donghack now. He separates Sunjin, gets it before he goes underneath, and now Tracer in the back. Zest has got a one-on-one with Profit right now. Profit's going to get isolated, and Donghack and Zest are just pulling them apart right now. Self-destruct on point, buys him a little bit of time, but doesn't do anything more than that. And Heesung's going to get staggered out here as well.
Yeah, Heesung is off the payload now, but they're not going to boop him away. They are just going to take him down out of respect. Look, T1 have got all the ultimates they need to close out this map now. Prophet's back over to the Widow looking for a miracle pick. Burrow has been forced early as Sonjin is dynamited by Proud around the corner. That sixth sense, he saw somebody around the corner that he did not like. Skewed Ray on cart. Opener, rally to keep everyone alive. But Mr. 11, he comes alive. He finds the pre-fire pick onto Zest, the man who does nothing but disappoint. Donghak pushes towards the spawn but gets himself slept up. There's only 0.93 meters left on the cart right now though. So it's going to be so difficult unless Vigi can get the nano, which he can't. The T1 get it over the line.
Yeah, Wall works out really nicely. You see FTG so close to both no support ults. All of a sudden, that could have been a rally. Anna's nanoed, the Ram's narrowed, and there's a great chance to stabilize. But T1 finished just in time. And it feels like the same old story from FTG. Sort of nearly getting there, getting themselves in good situations, but never able to close it out when they have that advantage. And then T1 just keep getting caps, keep getting pushes. And a full push on Rialto, 15 seconds in the bank. Pretty reasonable, all things considered.
Black is still looking at the profile of the guy that he's arguing with. Still looking. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what... Donghak literally can't do more. I mean, it's a tale as old as time, but this guy is actually ridiculous. This clutch here, like, I swear he mined twice in one fight. Like, he mined at the very beginning of it, he had it again by the end. Like, that is just ridiculous. 2 minefields, 1 fight, all of the kills required to win. I mean, that sounded pornographic, but it actually wasn't, would you believe? Now we're going to see a little bit of a different matchup here. We've got Donghak once again on the Hazard, Heesung back to the Diva.
Yeah, been working out really nicely for Donghak. It feels like whenever they're sort of trying to play some of these greedier comps, for Widow, even Vianna at times, Donghak's just able to find these timings with Zest especially, and just clean everything up. And we've talked about it time and time again. To be honest, we've talked about it every team Donghak's been on over the last sort of like, since Atlanta Rain in Season 6. He's always just been the hard carry on the team. But doing it again right now and putting his team in a great position right now. Remember, if they win this map, they qualify for Korea playoffs, and you would expect him to qualify for this, but still, nice to do it on day 1 first time of asking with a 3-0. Widow duel to kick us off here. Proud versus Prophet again. Proud's going to be watching this coast area right now. Sunjin trying to bait out no shots, avoids the first 2, and Proud will back it up to a deeper position.
If I could bend your ear for a second, Xavier, someone's just asked, I had some spare money and was thinking about gifting exactly 2 subs to your channel, but I'm not sold on the idea. Are there any incentives for me to gift exactly 2 subs? Could you help me out here?
Oh, what a great time to be having that spare money to give 2 subs, because right now, you'll get the Rainy Day Tracer skin if you give 2 subs in any Twitch channel that are streaming Overwatch right now. So if you want a little bit of incentive, it's right there for you.
It's literally right there for the taking. The Rainy Day Tracer skin, the best recolor you've never seen. Now, we go back to the game that we've just ignored a full minute of for that advertisement, and we will see that FTG have made no headway whatsoever on this first point. Post being marked out by the Widowmaker, by the Farah. We can see FTG stepping up now on the side. They're looking for an opening, but they haven't found it. Zest, he's marking the side oh so well, and Prophet really struggling to find any value whatsoever. He might be able to go with a nano boost here for Vigi, but he's taking a hell of a lot of damage already. Surely that push turn is just around the corner.
Looking for this nano engage now. He's got eyes on it as well. Thank you, Guffle, for the second one as well. And that's a Rainy Day Tracer skin for you right there. Vigi's going to rotate through this left-hand side corner. Nano ready to go. Sleep goes wide. Nade goes... Oh, it actually catches Skewed. Prophet's going to finish that one too. Now the Nano, if they can get plenty of kills here, this should be a great chance to get this payload rolling and a great chance to set up a forward position on this next fight right now. They could do with another one. Zest is caught, but he should be able to get Pocket out of here. Just about get some pats as he goes over the roof right now. Widow in the back, and there will be a recontest here for T1. Dangerously close to all 5 of their ults here, T1.
Jeez, I'd love to focus on the game, but I have to thank Velvet and Bouncy7M for the Prime and the Tier 1 respectively. Enjoy your Rainy Day Tracer. Person that paid for the sub, person that primed, I think you don't get it, but I'm not an expert. We've got the Sojourn up on the high ground now, has a fully charged rail, but it's Dopey Opie that's going to go down contesting the cut. Zest comes into the back though, and Heesung is caught with his trousers completely around his ankles, does not hit the Matrix. Donghak is 97% on that downpour. Pulseboom comes out from Sonjin. It's a 2v1 right now for Sonjin, but it's just Tracer versus Fire Widow. If he can kill... Oh no, the Widow, the wise man Proud, he's come forward. It's still a 2 versus 1 situation, but Sonjin will be chased down, and FTG, both supports dead to Zest Barrage, and Zest survives it. Outrageous. Exclamation mark sass, thanks for the subs.
We talked about all these ults coming out for T1 as well. They had all 5 ultimates, but they actually only need the barrage to stabilize that. Sunjun's going to swap over to the Pharah to match now, but ult advantage significantly in the favor of T1. Only a minute left on the clock, and FTG are on the ropes. They've got this Kitsune rush here, but they use their ultimates. T1 have so much to respond with. Downpour Ray, all can mess that up. And now Proud with the wide swing. Nothing to shoot at but a Diva, but what can FTG possibly do in this situation?
Not a lot that FTG can do right now. They got to play slow till they've got Prophet's ultimate. Maybe find a little opening as Opener feeds his life away, but no aggression from T1. Instead, they're looking for the push. They're gonna catch Prophet. Heesung is trying to C9 the card right now. Opener pops the rally. I'm not sure what this rally was all about, to be perfectly honest, but I suppose if it works, it works. We're really closing on Final Fight territory right now. Shout out Landon Monteferrante, who's watching me on the big screen. You are one of my favorite hitscan players in North America if we scratch out a few of the ones that are on the list. Shout out Landon.
And now 13 seconds left on the clock from FTG. Nearly a nano, nearly an overclock, nearly a Kitsune rush. Maybe if they can get the touch, they can force this one out a little bit more. But remember, no Tracer anymore, and Prophet's going to slide straight into that one. Kitsune rush on hand from Vindane, but Sunjun, he's low on the point. They go down. They've not even used these ults. No Kitsune rush, no overclock. And what an underwhelming ending.
No, really, down with a whimper rather than a bang this series. T1, I believe they won this series the first time around. I can't remember whether it was a 3-0 or a 3-1 back then, but T1, I mean, they're looking rock solid here. Looking like they are definitively the better team. Just diffs across the board, to be honest. Even, you know, star players like Heesung still getting gapped by even starrier players like Dongak at the end of the day.
There's always a brighter star in the sky.
Exactly right. And sometimes that bright star is Opener. You never know. And no way is that top
It's just Donghack, isn't it? It's just
this
Donghack.
guy, like, it's blatantly Donghack. This guy was pre-fighted like 100 times. Like, no. But he's got a cute little pose. So watch flats.
Cat whiskers, I believe. Oh yeah.
Is he arguing again, or do we just want to watch flats? Looks like we just want to watch flats. I mean, this guy's been live for 15.5 hours. He has 13k viewers, dude. Like, this guy knows how to bring home the bacon.
There's gonna be so
you want to learn
bacon.
honor? And then let's watch flats together, and we'll all learn together, okay? I'm not going to the VOD. I'm not reviewing flats arguing with someone.
Not copping a recap on that one.
Is he diamond? Is that what? That's diamond, right? I think he's Diamond 1.
He flats.
Oh, these new hero borders look like such dog shit, bro. Like, just bring back the Overwatch 1 ones already. Like,
can't always be Proud and Donghack, sadly. I think it really can, though. I think it just, if they deserve it, they deserve it, yeah.
It's like literally always Proud and Donghack the reason that team wins, so I think they can literally always be the most valuable player. That's the thing about value, you know? We're not in the Trump won, guys. It's not about DEI and making everyone get a little participation medal. If you're the most valuable person in the room, then you're going to be recognized as such. Okay?
Should be a meritocracy.
Genuinely.
Thank you, Kizzy, for the 11 months as well. Good morning. I can cash these preds as well. T1 believers. Rewarded.
I can't bear watching flats. I can watch Adam play Deadlock. There's no way this guy's playing Deadlock.
Which, Adam from Oz?
Yeah, bro. Like, who the fuck is playing? Who is playing Deadlock in February of fucking 25, bro? What?
In February.
Yeah, I mean, this game died like a full 3 months ago.
Oh! I've got a channel point redeem. 500,000 channel point redeem, coin flip for VIP, or a 1 week timeout.
I'm ready for this one.
Alright, I'm going big screen. Alright. So, Magnolia says Tails never fails, which I've heard some good people saying this. Alright, you ready, Magnolia? Proof it's a real coin. Tails on one side, heads on the other. Best of luck. Oh, it's heads! It's actually heads. I'm sorry, Magnolia. That was a 1 week timeout.
Can I do it?
No, lost. I've been told Tails never fails, but on this occasion, I guess it's the exception that proves the rule. Tails has indeed failed.
Well done, Magnolia. 604,000 seconds that you'll never get in guys.
See you in a week. See you next Friday, Magnolia. Respect, though, for gambling your way up to 500,000, losing it all, and now the next step back, right? Gambling again. Gamble your way back up to success.
Great content, Dante. Really good content. And yeah, of course Dante uses Latin note, dude. Dante probably still uses Bing.
Like my Bing?
Not a Bing head. Alright, I need a stream to steal content from. Maybe a YouTube video to steal from?
Oh,
I could
branching out.
I mean, I've got Scooby 1961 with his tits out.
What? Who's Scooby 1961?
Fucking legend of the autistic man fitness scene.
Oh.
But I think I don't want to watch YouTube today. It gets me demonetized on my own YouTube. So.
Oh really? Oh, because it's just other people's videos, so it gets like.
Yeah, like when you steal other people's. Yeah, you get like the auto match and stuff. I think it could just be music. So maybe Tomathan is good for it actually.
You know what I got when I upload my VODs to YouTube, because they auto upload, I get the, you know, you got that part of YouTube where you can see if you got a copyright match with another video. Mine comes up and it's like, it's all of the Japanese channels VODs. So it's just like, do you want to send a copyright strike to OWCS Japan? I was like, maybe I should claim
Kellen. Oh, Kellen, would you like to play? Maybe we could play.
Oh.
Hey, Kellen, fuck you, man. I told you, give me your viewers after the stream. You host 0 people at the end. You just click stop streaming. You do that again, you're fucking benched for Hawk, bro. You're going home. You go play and sleep? Alright, Callum. Fucking unbelievable. Hey, when you say that, you fucking real? Yes, bro, I said that. I fucking said that. I know that you stream on Chizik or something, so you don't read the English chat very much, but I said it.
Thank you, thank you, YMickle39 for the 8 months Prime as well. Thank you very much.
120 viewers wasted, Kellen. Honestly, Kellen, I think you should gift 2 subs in the chat to get the Rainy Day Tracer skin. I didn't watch, sorry, bro. Obviously, bro. That or you just really don't like your coach.
Why not both?
Alright. I mean, it's actually entirely possible that he both hates me and, yeah, and didn't see the message. Alright, we got the marbles layer on. Come on, get in here. Play with yourselves.
I'm ready to play.
Has Craig come through with anything?
Nope.
No. I was going to say something to him this time, but I forgot again. Because it's like, it's actually outrageous that he gets messaged every single Friday and is like, oh, look now, you know? Like, it happens every Friday, mate. We have matches every Friday. This is our incentive to do it, you know? Like, surely we can set some aside on a regular basis. The winner of the marbles race gets to gift 2 subs in the channel, and they get the Rainy Day Tracer skin. That's how it works this time around.
Ooh.
Find Kellen's marble.
Once again, have announced a roster of OWCS China. Is it just going to be... Oh, it looks like
Chinese team, man.
It's all the guys you'd expect. Maybe a Preta actually on here as well. Maybe that's a bit of a surprise. I guess it makes sense, right? Shy always looks a little bit suspect when he's forced to play Tracer or something else. So yeah, it seems like...
Shy is a decent Tracer for a main DPS, don't you think?
Yeah, but it's like, if your plan is to like compete internationally as well, and you can just sign another flex DPS, I think it's like a reasonable signing, you know?
Ellen says he loves me. He's just lying now. He's just lying for fun in my chat.
Oh wait, you're right actually. 7M says we have an 8-person roster. It's like, that is... Oh wait, no, is Luke... Is it not just 2 supports? Who is Luck?
Start the race. 60 seconds to get in the race. It's a love of the game situation.
Luck is the manager? Oh yeah, no, they're okay for 7 then. It's just 2 tanks, 3 DPS, and 2 supports.
What's up, William? I saw you playing with Felon before, William. Where did you guys develop such a strong bond? At Kellen, Wheats or Unter? I would love for Kellen to answer that question. Who would you rather have as a coach, Kellen, Wheats, or me? There's one good answer to this that he can say. Korea x Wales link up. Respect. I gotta get.
Where is Lexer? I think
He said my name.
Oh! All right, keeping your job for now, Max. Yeah, Lexer's off for team. He's going to play for another one of the other China teams. Once again, also aren't a partner team. As far as I understand, there's no partner teams in China.
Thank you, Fallon.
I don't think that means we'll see no like sponsored teams, but it just means we'll see no partner teams. Is he on Rock? Yeah, you guys are right, yeah.
Did you miss a tree? Oh, that tree. Wait, Kellen's winning.
Fucking play. Chill out, Kellen.
Play. Shiba, play. What? This is the sound Kellen would make if he died as a marble. What? He just hit that bump there and he's completely out of the race? What? 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 Everyone's trying to boost him, but he's already gone. What? It's already over, guys. He's dead. Let's skip through the top 10, see if anyone's snuck in a picture of me. There's you. And there's Kurt, just chilling. Blink twice if Anna's holding you hostage. You can't see him blink, mate. Like, wait, he's actually snuck ahead again. Like, what? It's Kellen. Kurt, you're actually so chill, dude. Actually, an insane finish from Kellen. Like, top 3.
Good for it.
Ah.
He'd probably finish first if he had, like, I don't know, someone like Wheats as his coach.
Yeah, no, if Wheats was coaching him. What is this?
I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was some form of sexual assault with Lexer, which is why he was booted from the team.
Sexual assault mentioned?
With Lexer. It was like something
got
like
cut from the team for...
It was something like, I'm gonna be careful here because this is like it was something
Go on,
like
spread some unsubstantiated. Say something's wrong.
Right. There's I don't know if it was he got his fan or his girl drunk. It was, yeah, some unsavory activity. I don't know the exact details, so I'll try not to spread libel, but
was it
very
sweet?
much.
Is that what it was?
Huh?
Oh, you said it's unsavory. Was it sweet?
It was. I wouldn't describe it as sweet personally, no, but
okay, understood.
But yeah, either way you break it down, it very much seems like him getting the boot from the team seems really reasonable.
Love the game of the marbles, not the sexual assault stuff that Zaz was talking about, just for what it's worth.
Yeah, just for distinction there, but yeah.
Yeah. If you love the game, there's no time at the present to get in it, though. We really need Craig right now, dude. We got so many people playing, and just nothing to give for it. Of course, you've snuck in, Ryan. Of course. That's not going to happen. No idea. All right, you got a minute to get in here if you love the game. Has Kellen gone to sleep, or did he play?
Did he just get a top 3 then done? Thank you, Andra, for the 3 months as well.
Okay, let's go.
Reasonable chance that Chrissy comes 5th or 6th in this race. I'm gonna keep my eyes on that.
Really hard to get relegated from this position, I reckon.
What's good, Auntie? There's nothing good in this world, mate. Oh, sorry, what I meant to say is that if you gift two... No, not exclamation mark sad. Exclamation mark sass. If you give 2 subs non-anonymously or sub for the first time, not Prime, then you get the Rainy Day Tracer skin. Is Chris still married? Ah.
If you don't want to be exclamation mark sad, make sure to exclamation mark sass.
Is this true or a bit? No, you actually do get the Rainy Day Tracer skin if you give 2 subs in the channel squid. It's a whole thing.
That's actually that's a real offer.
It's why Flats has been live for 15 and a half hours with 20k viewers, mate. Like, yeah.
We're guilty of misinformation sometimes, but that one's verified. That one's legit. What's
the Rainy Day Tracer skin? It's a recolor of the graffiti screen that apparently looks good. Overwatch 2 Spike, and Christopher he's actually just dead. So it appears that Christopher, after the matches on the weekend, has decided that he wants to bow out of the tournament. So he's gone. Overwatch 2 Spike, thanks for the Prime. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club.
Oh, Chrissy.
Why is the sub $6 now? Are you on your phone? $8? If you're on your phone, Ryan, it's because they add 30% price onto the... If you're on like the Play Store or the Apple Store or whatever, they add 30% onto the transaction price to make up for the fees on Twitch. So you have to do it on the website on your computer.
Sorting her out with a first-time chat. No, I just came from a flat stream.
Really? Were you driven away from the flat stream after he had that toxic encounter with that guy, the Ryan player on Junker Town, I want to say? Because that was really off-putting to me. Usually I go to flats for like comfort and calm, and he started arguing with that guy.
Was it like a full-on row? Just in some rank?
Yeah, it's a big fight. Big fight, mate. That, like, money and having a job and stuff, it was fun.
Fucking hell, it got personal.
Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's like, I'm a nobody, I don't have a job. Like, it's fucked. Frosty Dog, congrats, mate. You won nothing at all. Check these profile pictures while you have a chance.
Dawson says they were falling asleep until that happened. That was
it got me going.
Just trying to doze off and then you get woken up by a flats row.
Until, what are your long-term plans for streaming APAC games? Do it until it clashes with my schedule and then not do it. And then do it when it's not clashing with my schedule again. God, that fist bump hit so hard. #worth. If you think that fist bump felt good, just wait until you've gifted 2 subs to get the Rainy Day Tracer skin. Genuinely, like, there's so much more heart and emotion in the gift sub fist bump. I don't think Kellen played in this one. I don't think there's any point playing each other with no Kellen, to be honest. You got nothing? Ah, fine. We'll do one more. Do one. What endorsement level are you? 1 or 2?
Tell Chris the way to save his marriage is getting Kai to not get picked first every fight. I saw this on, I don't know how you feel about it, Max.
I'm more of a Sky hater personally.
Yeah,
I didn't watch the second game. After watching the first one, I think Sky Kai. Not Sky Kai. Sky Kesa.
Kesa. Yeah, like, I feel like when I read the Reddit thread, everyone was like, Kev so washed, Kai so washed. But I feel like they were the best players on the team in both matches. I feel like Kev is actually like hard carrying at every available opportunity. I think Kai's actually good for it, so I'm not buying into the Kev Kai wash narrative.
Yeah, I didn't watch the second game at all. Maybe I'll start watching it now between the matches because the breaks are so long and I can't just keep playing marbles forever. I love playing with myself as much as the next guy, but like, there's got to be a limit, right? And I think maybe watching that TU game is a good time filler. But yeah, I mean, that first game, like, there's just no way that you're putting that on Kev Kai. Like, there's just no fucking way in a million years you're putting that on Kev Kai.
Honestly, even the second game as well, I actually thought, for the most part, TU played pretty well. Like, in terms of... There was just, like, egregious mistakes at important moments that cost them. So I feel like that's
if you don't like
obviously
the track,
shit, but yeah.
If you don't like the track tree, you can just keep giving me bits, 1 bit at a time, and eventually it will change how I feel about the situation.
It's like a parking meter. Just keep putting in coins until you put
just
enough.
keep filling the meter, and eventually you'll get what you want. Okay, buddy? I didn't give you a proper thank you, but Shiki-Cha, thank you very much for the tier 1. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club properly. And then Power Puika with the 1 community gift sub. Thank you very much as well. Welcome to